I'll continue to question 12. 2 to the power of 10 from of 2 to the power of 10 from the previous exercise 1.4. You know that 2 to the power of 10 is equals to 10,024. Now we are going to find 1k. 1k, it means 1 times 1024. So the answer will be still equals to 1024. Is there anyone get confused? Because yesterday I explained this question
Teacher,
in class, so I want to explain it again. Yes, Stanford?
before you said 10,000, not 1,000.
1000, sorry, Stanford. Yeah, 2 to the power of 10 will be 1024. Okay, thank you, Stanford. So when 1k, it will be 1 times 1024. So the answer will be 1024. Now if I have 2k, if 2k, yeah, it will be 2 times 1024. If for example later if you have 3k, so it will be 3 times 1024, because the k we can replace it into 1024. In here it says that 2 to the power of 10 is called as k. So I can change the k into 1024. That's why if later in the question have 3k, so we just do 3 times 1024. Is there anyone have question?
No, teacher.
It's like the algebra thing here.
Huh? Yeah, it's
Like the
almost, yeah.
algebra.
Yeah, it's almost like an algebra. But in here, the value of k, you can find it by finishing the 2 to the power of 10. By calculating the 2 to the power of 10, you can calculate it. So the k is already given actually. But the people just do not want to mention it as 1024. But the question just mention it as k. So even though it's written as 2k, we can find the answer. If it is 2k, it will be 2 times 1024, which is equals to 2048. Is there anyone have question, or maybe my explanation is too fast, or there is something that you do not understand? Is there anyone? Is there anyone having question? If no one having question, I'll continue to 4k. 4k, it will be the same thing. So 4 times 1024, which is equals to 4096. Is there anyone have question, or maybe I go too fast? Is there anyone have question?
No.
Hello? No question, really? Okay, if you have no question, then I'll continue to this question. What does these people said? 3 to the power of 5 and 5 to the power of 3 are having the same value. Do you agree or disagree with him?
Disagree.
Yeah. Then why? How many is 3 to the power of 5 actually?
3 to the power of 5, 2, 4, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, 243. And then what about the 5 to the power of 3? How many it will be?
125.
Okay, 125. Then how come he make 3 to the power of 5 and 5 to the power of 3 as 15? What did he do?
Ni 3 times 5 and 5 times 3.
Okay,
Multiply
okay.
the power of
Yeah,
the number.
he multiplied the power and the base together. Yeah, that's why he got multiply. And then now for the number 14, the HCF of two number is 6, and then the LCM is 72. One of the number is 24. Find a possible value of the other number. When it says the HCF is 6, so it means you need to find the number that is multiple of 6. When it says the LCM is 72, so the number will be the factor of 72. Anyone want to give a suggestion? What number it will be? Sorry?
80.
Yeah, it will be 18. Is there anyone have question? Why is it 18? Is there anyone have question or get confused maybe? Is there anyone get confused? Hello? Is there anyone get confused?
No, teacher.
Okay. If no one get confused, may I continue to chapter 2?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
The question say correct the statement, sir.
Sorry?
For number 13, we need to correct the statement.
Yeah, correct the statement. So that's why I already make it. The statement is 3 to the power of 5. It has to be 243, and then 5 to the power of 3. We have to make it as 125. So when there is an indices, we do not multiply the base. The base is the big number, and also the power we cannot multiply them. Yeah, you have to correct the statement. Is there anyone have questions still?
No.
No. Okay. No one having question, then I'll continue. Right. Sorry. Something is wrong with my slide. Not really.
There is like square teacher, square
Yes, I
with
know.
like
Yes. I know. There is something that is annoying in here. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, there's like a slide there that's blocking. Yeah.
Yeah, there is something that blocking the slide. Okay, now let us continue to chapter 2. It's on your textbook, page 18. Yeah. So we are going to we are going to generate the sequences. How to do this? For the there will be term to term rule, position to term rule, and also end term later on. And then in here we are going to study the linear sequence. What is a linear sequence? Linear sequence, it happens when the sequence or the number change because we plus the number or we subtract the number with the same number. So like this is the example 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So from 5 to 7, what we do from 5 to 7? What do we do from 5? Yeah, we plus it with 2. Okay. And then from 7 to 9 also we do plus 2. From 9 to 11 also we plus it 2. That's why when the addition is constant, we can call it as a linear sequence. Because the number change because we add or we subtract with the same number. Because this is the number change, we added by 2. The number that change from a number into a number, we call it as term to term rule. So from 5 into 7, we add 2. 7 to 9, we add 2. The process we adding 2, we call it as term to term rule. Is there anyone have question? This is we call it as term to term rule. This is how the sequence move, how the numbers move from the first into the second into the third. We call it as term to term rule. So from this is we call it as term. First number usually we call it as the first term. Second number we call it as second term. Third number we call it as third term. That's why it says as term to term rule because from the number changed by the rule is by adding each number by 2. Now there is another word called as a position to term rule. What is position to term rule? Position to term rule, it will be like a formula. A formula, how do you get the sequence? So in here the position to term rule will be it written as 2 times position number plus 3. How is it possible? Let us check position number in here. If it is first term or first number, so the position number will be 1. If it is third number, so the position number we change it with 3. So the example when we are going to check the third term or the third number is equals to 9 in here. And now if I check 2 times 3 plus 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 6 plus 3, the answer is 9. So it's okay for the third term, Let me check also for the fifth term. Does this position 2 term rule work? Now if I check the fifth term, 2 times 5 plus 3. 2 times 5 will be 10. 10 plus 3 will be equals to 13. And then when I check to the sequence given, yes, it is also 13. Is there anyone have question or can get difficulties on differentiate these two words? There is a term to term rule and position to term rule. Is there anyone getting confused or getting difficulties? Is there anyone?
Repeat, teacher, please.
Okay.
Term to term.
Okay, okay. Term to term rule is like a rule how the numbers will change from the first to the one. So like from 5 into 7, what do I do from 5 into 7? I add 2. From 7 into 9, I add 2. Term to term rule, so it means between from the first number to the second number to the third number and to the other number, what do I do to those number to get the next number? So like maybe if I have the fifth term as 13, the fifth term the first term in here is 5, right? First term, it means the first number. Second term, so it will be the second number. Third term, it will be the third number, and so on. It says as term to term rule. So it is a rule among the numbers. So like from 5 into 7, what rule is it to change from 5 into 7? The rule is add 2. What is the rule to change from 7 into 9? It is add 2. So later, after 13, what number it will be? Because the term to term rule is add 2, so after 13, later the next sequence will be 15. After 15, it will be 17. Why? Because the rule to change from the number into the next number is add 2. Is it clear enough or making you more confused for the term to term rule?
Term to term rule, I already understand, teacher. But
Okay.
then, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yes.
More complicated.
Oh yeah, sorry sometimes yeah my explanation yeah okay. But is there anyone having difficulties if the term to term rule is like a rule to change the number into the next number, the previous number into the next number? And then now if position to term rule, it is like a formula given. So I can find any number, like maybe I can directly guess the number without counting one by one. So this is the later I will tell you how to get a position to term rule. I will explain it later. Maybe it will be happening in exercise 2.1 or 2.2 for the position to term rule. Usually for the exercise 2.1, the position to term rule will be given. So it will be like a rule that I can directly find the given term. So like this is the term rule is position to term rule is 2 times position number plus 3. So in here, if I want to directly find the second term, I don't have to find it from the first, and then I find the second, I find the third, I find the fourth, I find and so on one by one until I find the seventh term. I can directly use the formula. If I want to find the seventh term later on, I just replace the position number into what term that I'm going to find out. In here, if maybe for example, I want to find out the fifth term. So the position number in here, I can directly replace it with number 5. So 2 times 5 plus 3, which is equals to 13. If maybe later I want to find the seventh term, so it will be 2 times 7 plus 3, which is equals to 17. Yes?
Sorry, teacher. What is the number 3? Where is it? Where is it from?
Oh, where did it coming from? Okay. If you really okay, now let us check from 5 to 7, what do we do? From 5 to 7, what do we do? Hello.
Add 2.
Okay. From 7 to 9, what do we do? plus 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, same.
After you find it plus 2, in here to get the 3 in here, I need to find the zero term. This is the first term, second term, third term, and so on, and there will be a zero term in here. So anyone want to help me? Before 5, what number it will be?
3.
What number it will be? 3.
3.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that is the where the 3 comes from. The 3 comes from the zero term. Later in exercise 2.2, we will learn it more about finding out the position to term rule. But in this
Sir, can I
answer,
ask?
yeah, yes, okay, please.
So if the 5 is, for example, is 13, so it will be 11. So, yeah, like that, sir. So,
Mm-hmm.
2 times position number plus 13. I mean
No,
12.
not plus 12. It is the one that this number 3. This number 3 is coming from the zero term. Zero term which is equals to 3. The zero term. So I have to find the number before the first term. It's always the one that will be an addition later on. Or maybe if example I have a number.
So 11, sir. If the first one
Oh,
is
if the
13,
first
so
one is
before that
13. Yes. Before that is 11. Correct, Ken. Sorry, I just got it what you asked. Okay, correct. Yeah, it will be 11. If the 13 is the first term, right? Yes, okay, yes. So the additional number in here will be plus 11, not plus 13. Correct. Is there anyone having questions still?
No.
Yeah. About how to find the position to term rule, we will study it later in exercise 2.2. For exercise 2.1, you are just going to find the sequence first. Later, when you already get used to find the sequence, it will be easier to find the position to term rule. Okay. Okay, is there anyone having question? Is there anyone? No? If no one having question, then I'll continue to the next slide. Okay. Let us continue to this slide. There is an example, work on example 2.1. The first term of a sequence is 4. Term to term rule of the sequence is subtract 3. So we have to find the first 3 terms on the sequence. So we just need to calculate it based on the term to term rule given. If the first one is 4, so after 4, we are going to follow the rule. We just need to subtract it by 3. So after 4, it will be equals to how many? 4 minus 3, which is equals to 1 for the second term. And then for the third term, from second term, I subtract it by 3, which is equals to negative 2. That's why the first 3 terms will be 4, 1, and negative 2. And then for the question B, position to term rule of a sequence is 4 times position number plus 1. We are going to find the first 3 terms. So we just need to replace the position number with number 1, 2, and 3, and we calculated 1. When we replace the position number into number 1, we already calculate the first term. So the first term will be 4 times 1 plus 1, which is equals to 5. And then the second term, we replace the position number into 2. That's why the second term will be 9. For the third term, we replace the position number into 3. That's why the third term will be equals to 13. Is there anyone having question or still getting confused? Maybe is there anyone? No? If no one getting question, maybe we can continue to the exercise 2.1. Okay. For exercise 2, yes. Okay, you want to try it first?
Already 2 and
Oh.
2.
Okay. Is there anyone, is all of you already done with it? At least until question 2?
I only answer twice.
Wow. Good. Okay, how about the others? How about the others? Is it okay if I discuss it or you want to try it first? Okay, if we want to discuss it together, because, yeah, wait. Okay, so we are going to find the first term. The first term is how many? Is it given, the first term? The first term is already given 1. So the first term will be 1. We just need to write it 1. And then for the second term, to find the second term, you just need to read the term to term rule. Term to term rule is add 5. So for the second term, you just need to add 5. So after 1 will be what number?
6.
Yeah. Is there anyone get confused? How do I get 6? Is there anyone get confused? We follow the rule given. The term to term rule is add 5. That's why I need to plus the 1 with 5. 1 plus 5 will be 6. 6 is the second term. So what number it will be for the third term?
16.
Are you sure it is 16? Are you sure? The first one is 1. The second term is 6. And then for the third term,
Yeah.
look at the rule. The rule is only add 5. So we just need to add number 6 with 5, which is equals to how many? It will be
11.
equals to 11. Is there anyone get confused? Is there anyone get confused for the first three-term rule? First three-term rule. Is there anyone get confused?
No.
Okay, if no one get confused, let us continue to question B. The first term is 20. So we need to write 20 first. It's already given. To find the second term, read the rule given. We need to subtract it by 4. So how many it will be? After
16.
20, 16. Is there anyone get confused? So do I get 16? Okay, no one. So after 16, what number it will be?
12.
12. Okay. Is there anyone get confused?
No.
Okay. If no one get confused, we can continue to see. The first term is 2. So what number it will be for the second term?
Where?
To 14.
14. Okay. After 14, what number it will be?
26.
Okay. Anyone get confused? Is there anyone get confused now?
No, teacher.
Okay. If no confused, so what will be for the first term of T? What is the
1.
first term?
6, 1, and
No,
4.
no, no. First term. I'm asking the first term.
6.
Yeah. Read the question properly. First term is always given. So you just copy paste the first term. First term is 6. So I just need to write down 6. After that, to find the second term, you need to read the rule. Subtract 5. So it means I need to subtract 5 from the first term. So how many it will be if I subtract 5? After 6, what number it will be? It will be 1. After 1, I subtract 5, become?
-4.
Okay, is there anyone get confused? Please read the question properly. For the first term is always given. So the first term I just copy paste. I write down 6. After I find the first term, read the rule. Rule saying as subtract 5. So I need to subtract it by 5. 6 minus 5 will be equals to 1. And then 1 minus 5 will be equals to -4. Is there anyone have question for those who are still confused? Is there which part that making you confused? Please let me know, because this is only about subtraction and addition. For the first term of E, what number it will be?
-5.
Okay, we write down as -5. And then now for the second term, what number it will be?
-3.
Okay. Anyone get confused? 5 plus negative 5 plus 2 will be equals to negative 3. And then for the third term, what number it will be?
Negative 1.
Okay, thank you. Anyone get confused?
No,
Anyone?
teacher.
Okay, if not confused, continue to the F. What is the first term?
Negative 3.
Okay, negative 3. After negative 3, read the rule. What do I have to do?
Subtract.
And it will be
Minus.
negative
How
9.
many?
It will be negative 9.
Okay, good job. After negative 9, read the rule. What it will be?
Subtract 6
Negative 14.
Uh-huh.
15.
Negative 15. Anyone get confused still?
Oh, yeah. 15, sorry.
Is there anyone get confused? Or maybe I talk too fast? For those who are getting confused, which part that making you confused, please let me know. Because for the first term, I just copy paste from the first term. After that, I need to read the rule. When it says add 12, so I just need to plus 12. To find the next number, I just need to plus it by 12. For the next number again, I need to plus it by 12. Do the same, do same addition or same subtraction depend on the given rules. Is there anyone still having question? No?
No.
Okay, if no one having question, then I'll continue to question 2. The first term of a sequence is 15. And then the term to term rule is add 7. What is the fifth term of the sequence? So,
43.
do you get it? Or maybe we can find it one by one, or you directly calculate it?
Well, for me, I just add 7 4 times or
Okay,
just
okay. So the first term is 15. What is the second term?
second term become 22,
Okay, after 22, how many it will be?
29,
Okay, 29. After 29, it will be how many?
36,
Okay, 36. After 36, how many it will be?
the answer 43.
Okay, anyone get confused? Is there anyone get confused? Hello?
So I think you should underline 43 so the know which one.
Okay, is there anyone have difficulties? The answer is 43. Is there anyone get confused? Hello? Let
No,
me
teacher.
know. Really? If any one of you are still confused, please let me know. Do not stay quiet.
Alright, teacher.
Okay, no question.
Nope.
Is my voice laggy or not?
Nope.
No.
I still don't understand your way.
You still don't understand my way. Okay. So for my way, I just need to read the question properly. I need to find the first term. For question 2, I'll just continue for I will explain from question 2 first. The first term of a sequence is 15. So I will write 15 first. After I write 15, I need to read the term to term rule. Term to term rule is add 7. So it means to find the next number, I need to add the previous number by 7. So 15 plus 7 will be equals to 22. And then to find the next number after 22, I need to add 22 by 7, which is equals to 29. After that, I add again by 7, again by 7, until I can find the question, fifth term. Fifth term, so I need to find the fifth number. 15, 22, 29, 36, 43. So the fifth term is 43. Is it still confusing for question 2 or with question 1 that making you, huh?
Already clear.
Okay, for question 1, if you are still confused, again, my method is reading the question properly. First term is 20, so I will write down 20 first. After I write 20, I read the question. Term to term rule, subtract 4. So it means from 20, I need to subtract 4, which is equals to 16. Oh, I already get the second term. And then to find the next number, read the rule again, subtract 4. So 16 and subtract 4 will be equals to 12. Is there anyone have question to find the number, or is there anything still confusing? Please let me know if anything is still confusing. No question?
No.
Okay. If no question, then I'll continue to the other question. Let us continue to question 3. We still have like 4 minutes left. Maybe we can discuss question 3 for a while. Still having enough time, right? For question 3, I think. For question 3, what do we have in question 3? This is Zalika's part of a homework. And then the first term of this one is, wait, sorry.
Teacher,
Okay, yes, sorry. Yes, Stanford.
I understand how did she do it, but I cannot explain how this the method works. It's a bit I cannot explain.
Okay. Now the first term of the sequence is 3. And then the term to term rule is at 12. Work out the third term of the sequence. So I already have the first term. Maybe I will show it with my hand. My term in here, this is the first term. And then this is the 10th term. I'm going to find the 10th term. So I just need to check how many times do I have to add 12 to the first term. So I will add it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it means I have to add 9 times of 12 to the first sequence to get the 10th term. Or is it making you more confused if I show it like this? This is my first term. This is my 10th term.
Yeah, I'm so
Okay.
confused.
Okay, then let me write something in here then. Let me write it.
Like
I will
make a
s-
table, is the right
Yes, yes, I know. Okay, let me write something first. Wait. Okay, let me write it. This is term 1, term. The table will be taking some time. Third term. I do not write until 10th term, yeah, no much space. I will just write it until fourth term. I just show you how it works until the fifth term. Okay, can you see the T1, T2, T3, T5 until T5? Can you see them all? Can you see them all? Hello? Can you see
Yes.
them all? Okay. And then after that, I already have the first term, T1 for the first term. And then when I want to find the fifth term in here, it means I have to, yes, I know there will be a little time for us. From the term 1 into term 2, I need to add it by 12. From term 2 into term 3, I need to add it by 12. From term 3 into term 4, I need to add it by 12. From the fourth term into fifth term, I also need to add it by 12. Can you see how many times do I have to add the number 12 to the first term until I get the fifth term? Can you see how many lines that I make?
4 times.
4 times. How do I get 4 times? I got 4 times from 5 minus 1, which is equals to 4. So this Zalika also did the same thing until the 9th term. So she tried to make this line and then check. Oh, if when it is find the fifth term, my line is only 4. So how do I get 4? By subtracting the 5 with the 1. So later when I want to find the 10th term, it will be 10 minus 1, which is equals to 9. So the addition that I have to make is 9 times 12, which is equals to 108. And then later the 10th term, it will be 3, the first term, plus by the addition that I make, which is equals to 108. And then the 10th term will be equals to 111. It's time's up. Maybe tomorrow we will discuss it again. So at home, please try to finish the exercise 2.1. So tomorrow we can directly discuss it together. Okay, I think that's all for today's. Good afternoon and thank you,
Yeah.
students. Or is there anything confusing? Okay. Yes.
So today you will give us quiz.
Oh yeah, I will share the link later when I'm done with all of my classes. Maybe about 3 p.m. I will share the link for the quiz. Yes.
Okay.
Why do we have Dragon in this class?
He is going my next class, my next class. Yes,
Teacher.
that's right. Okay.
It says Dragon has left the meeting.
Yes, yes.
Teacher.
Okay, yes.
Teacher. So
Yes, Stanford.
homework is the only homework is the quiz that you're gonna give
Yeah,
us.
I'm going to give you a quiz. The quiz is the review from a chapter 1, and then if possible, if you still have enough time, maybe you can try to finish the exercise 2.1. So tomorrow we can directly discuss it. I don't have to wait for you to do it first, something like that. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all for today. Good afternoon.
All right. Thank you, teacher.